What's going on, everybody? So today is the day that we're actually going to strip the car completely, but before we actually get to that, we got to go clean it, and here's why. This is all the crap that came out of the car when we were removing the trailer hitch from the other day. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt and some bad rust chunks, so we'll see what we're actually getting into once we remove the bumper and actually get this thing up on jack stands completely. But gonna go get this cleaned so we don't have this much to deal with on the back half. Well, let's go get this thing clean. Well, I ran out of quarters after the first one because this place is $250 to actually do one wash, so it didn't last very long, but I managed to get quite a bit of the dirt off, so it's good enough. It'll definitely make taking it apart a lot easier and a little bit less dirt in my eyes while I'm actually doing it. So time to head home and actually pull it in the garage for the final time. Well, to get rid of gas, we'll do one final pull in the car. Well, that is the last time that this thing is going to be moving under its own power, at least with this engine, for a long time. Kind of a sad day. I really did enjoy that engine. Made the car a blast to drive. But moving on to bigger and better things, actually getting started on this build. So today, the plan of attack is to pull the entire interior out. So we're going to start with the seats, carpet, stuff like that. And then I have to do a compression test on the engine before I actually pull the harness and the dash. That way it's easier to do it when I can crank it and I don't have to wait till it's actually out and then rig up the starter to like 12 volt power source and do it when it's on the ground. It would be easier to just do it now, so that's what I'm going to do. But once I get that done, then we're going to move on to the dash, pull the harness, pull the dash bar, and from there I'll probably move on to pulling the engine and trans so it's a little bit lighter and easier to move around. And then start removing all that sound deadening. And would you look at that? Car's already hooking me up. Found $1. Wait. It's $2. That's even better. Alright, got everything out of here that I can right now. I'm going to move on to the compression test, that way we can get the dash out next. And I lied. I'm not actually going to do a compression test right now because I forgot how terrible it is getting at the spark plugs on one of these things. I don't know how I did, but definitely did. But I'm just going to wait till I pull the engine and trans combo and then just do it when it's on the ground. It'll be a lot easier to get at it then. Got the dash out and all the other little pieces, so next step is to get this dash bar out, and then I can get the HVAC controls out and the blower. Alright, heater core's out, blower motor's out, and all of the plugs for the harness in here are out. Just need to move to the engine bay and disconnect all the harness plugs and then push it through the firewall. As you can see, I already removed the intercooler as well as the heater core lines. That's how come I got the heater core out. So now I just got to undo all these plugs like I said, and then fish them through. And here's the harness finally. Well, since we got the harness out, I'm about ready to just rip the carpet out right now, and then it's pretty much going to be done for what I'm going to do right now until I pull the engine and trans tomorrow. The nasty carpet is out, and the good thing is, if you count the $2 I found it earlier, I'm up to almost $3. So today was a pretty good day. I mean, got a marker, whole bunch of fun stuff found underneath the carpet. I'm probably just gonna vacuum up all of this crap and then clean it up a little bit, and then call it quits for stripping the car today, and then pick back up tomorrow with the engine and transmission. So one thing that's really important to do whenever you're stripping a car to this much, or if you're just working on something it's going to be a while until you put it back together, have some sort of a system that you can remember which bolts, which nuts and stuff goes to which part. So like I picked up these cheap multiple part storage containers, and I'm just going to throw little sticky notes in each container showing what they go to. You could use plastic bags and some tape or something like that so it doesn't rub off if you put like permanent marker on it, but just come up with a system and stick to it, because it'll save you so much time when you go back and putting the car back together. Even if you don't use all this stuff, it's still nice to know where they go, and you'll have it if you do need it. So like I said, that's as far as I'm going to go tonight. Tomorrow I will be starting on pulling the trans and the engine out in one piece, and that way I can do my compression test, which the only reason I'm doing the compression test is just to show how healthy the engine is, because I'm not keeping it and I'd like to sell it to kind of make up some more funds for more stuff that I'm going to need for the rally build. But once I get the engine and trans out, then I'm going to finish stripping the interior. There's still a few pieces in there like the ductwork and whatnot for the heating that I don't need in there right now. And then finish stripping out the engine bay, and then begins a long process of removing all the sound deadening and the seam sealer so I can start seam welding. If you guys like what you see and you want to support the channel, just make sure you hit subscribe, hit the like button, stuff like that. Lets me know that more people are interested and kind of helps keep me motivated to keep making the videos and everything. It'll definitely be fun seeing the progress that's going to be coming up really soon. I can't wait to actually be done stripping it. That way I can actually get into the real part of the build, start seam welding it, throw it up on my rotisserie, and then comes the roll cage fun. I'll see you guys when I start to pull the engine and trans out.